Hello, it's 2/3 of the way through April, and what I'm going to do now, I should have done them a little while ago, but I was just so busy and I just didn't have time. So I'm going to do them now, is I'm going to plant out my broad beans. Now I've done them all but 2 of them, and I just thought I would show you the last couple. Now I sowed these in about February time, and I sewed them in half toilet rolls, and they've been coming up very, very well. Some were a little shorter than others, and these I'm really, really pleased with. Hopefully you can see that on the bottom I've got some lovely roots. Can you see those? Lovely roots. So they are raring to go into the soil. Now I've got a little space along here where I have put all of them bar these 2, but I've got a little space here. So I've got a grape growing in the middle, so I've got some on one side and some on the other, because I didn't want to waste that space. So I've put them in. I've got 2 rows on each side, and they're about 6 inches apart from each other. They could be a little further apart from each other, but I thought I would put them quite close together, because sometimes if they get really tall then they do tend to fall over. So I really wanted to get them in this space, so they are a little bit closer than I normally would have put them, but hopefully they won't worry. They're called the Sutton, this variety, and they don't grow particularly tall, but they do need a little bit of help, because sometimes if you get loads of broad beans then they will sort of fall over. So hopefully they will support each other. So let me show you how I'm going to plant out my broad beans. Okay, so hopefully you can see that there's some there. Some of them I had to squeeze these last few in a little bit closer together, so these ones here are actually a little bit closer than the ones a little bit further down, but that's fine. The root systems on these do go out, but it's not like the base, like beetroot, that they need to swell down the base. It's all up the top, so hopefully they should be fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a lovely hole, and you can put these in a little bit deeper than they are in their pots here, or their half toilet roll. So I've made this about 2-3 inches maybe deep. Pop in. I'm not going to take off this cardboard because it started to biodegrade anyway, and the roots are all coming out of the bottom, so it doesn't, you don't need to remove this. If you ever get plants, little plug plants, and they've got that little bit of fabric around them, always make sure you remove that though, because that they say it biodegrades, but it never does, not properly. So pop your bean in, and then just fill in round the outside with the compost, or with the soil. Let's get that last one in. Nice hole there. Pop it in, and then just fill in round the seedling and just give it a nice firm push down. So that's those in. What I'm going to do now is I will give them a really good water, and hopefully they will settle very quickly. Well, that's all my broad beans in. Hopefully in maybe a couple of months, maybe less than that actually, might start to get some flowers on. Yeah, maybe in about 4 weeks I should start to get some flowers on, and then you must really make sure that you nip out, once the flowers have started to form, that you nip out the little growing tip above them, because that's the bit that the aphids like. And then hopefully that should stop the aphids coming and eating your plants. You need to keep an eye on them, but once that happens, then I will show you that little step to do. So hopefully in a couple of months' time we should have the first of the broad beans, which will be very exciting. I love broad beans, especially when they're new and small, because then they don't get that thick skin over the bean itself and you don't have to peel them. They're really, really nice. Anyway, I hope you're growing broad beans this year, and I hope that yours are out in the garden. You can plant them directly outside, but they should be out now. You should have sown them. I think you have to sow them in sort of February, Marchish time. Maybe next year I will sow them direct outside, but I used to find that in the allotment they never worked very well. But we've got squirrels and lots of other wildlife around here, so they might steal them. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see. I'll see what I'll do next year. Well, I hope you found that useful, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.